The path of harmlessness. Describe the path of harmlessness related to Ray 2 Oversoul embodiment. The path of harmlessness in relation to Ray 2 and Oversoul embodiment is a deep, esoteric, spiritual concept rooted in ageless wisdom teachings, particularly those transmitted through Alice A. Bailey and Theosophy. Let's unpack it step by step, focusing on how these elements interrelate. Ray 2, the ray of love wisdom. Ray 2 is one of the 7 rays, which are cosmic energies that structure the evolution of consciousness in the universe. Ray 2 specifically governs love expressed through wisdom, unity and inclusion, teaching and healing, compassion and understanding. Its energy is magnetically attractive, bringing things together through resonance, empathy, and divine comprehension. The path of harmlessness. Harmlessness, in esoteric terms, does not simply mean not causing harm. It refers to a state of being in which all thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with the good, the true, and the beautiful, the divine will expressed through love wisdom. It is active harmlessness, not passive avoidance. Practically, it means no negative thought or intention toward any being, a life lived in alignment with the soul, not the personality, non-reactivity rooted in understanding and the unity of all life, becoming a clear channel for higher energies to flow through without distortion. On this path, judgment, manipulation, aggression, and fear are gradually transmuted into acceptance, healing presence, clarity, and unconditional love. Harmlessness and Ray 2. Ray 2's frequency of love wisdom is the natural field in which harmlessness arises. Ray 2 beings are often drawn to roles like healers, teachers, diplomats, soul guides, embodying nonviolence not as passivity, but as the highest form of active service. A disciple aligned with Ray 2 learns that true power lies in softness, clarity, and wise inclusion, not control. Harmlessness becomes a tool of transformation, disarming resistance in others through presence alone. Oversoul embodiment. The oversoul refers to the higher collective of souls, the group soul or monad, from which individual souls emerge. As one progresses on the spiritual path, you begin to identify less with the individual soul and more with the oversoul or soul group. You realize that you are a cell in a larger being of light. Your service and identity expand beyond the personal to the transpersonal. In this state, harmlessness is essential because any act of harm or distortion doesn't just affect you, but the whole oversoul structure. Embodying the oversoul means you live as a representative of a higher spiritual intention, which can only be done through harmlessness. Synthesis. Harmlessness as oversoul function. When the Ray 2 initiate walks the path of harmlessness, they become a living conduit of love wisdom into the world. Their presence itself becomes healing and ordering. They live from the perspective of the one soul, seeing no separation. They embody a kind of Christ consciousness, acting as a bridge between humanity and divine purpose. Harmlessness, then, is not merely a moral virtue, it's the technical requirement for oversoul embodiment. It ensures clarity, alignment, and resonance with divine law, allowing the greater Ray 2 purpose to fully express in the world. Let's bring the path of harmlessness down from the abstract into practical, everyday examples. Practicing harmlessness is about aligning your thoughts, speech, emotions, and actions with love, wisdom, and soul intention, especially in the small moments. Here's a breakdown of practical Ray 2 aligned harmlessness across different areas of life. Practical examples of harmlessness, Ray 2 in action. Harmlessness in thought. These are the subtle origins of harm where true harmlessness must begin. Letting go of judgmental thoughts, even if no one hears them. Instead of saying, she's so difficult, shift to, she's struggling, may she find peace. Withholding mental criticism of others' choices or appearances. Realize, every soul is on a path. Criticism feeds separation. Interrupting loops of resentment or blame, choosing understanding instead. What can I learn here? Instead of, why did they do this to me? Harmlessness in speech. The tongue can bless or harm. Ray 2 speech carries healing and wisdom. Avoiding gossip, even in harmless or entertaining ways. Ask, is what I'm saying building unity or division? Choosing silence over unnecessary correction or being right. Is this correction for their good or for my ego? Speaking truth gently with empathy, not as a weapon. Can I say this in a way that leaves them empowered? Harmlessness in emotion, reaction. Here's where the emotional body is trained to serve the soul, not the personality. Pausing before reacting emotionally, especially in conflict. Respond with love-informed clarity, not personal pain. Not projecting your emotional pain onto others unconsciously. If angry, take time to feel and transmute before speaking. Practicing emotional boundaries with compassion, not avoidance. I love you and I need space right now. Instead of, you always overwhelm me. Harmlessness toward yourself. Self-directed harm is still harm. Many aspirants forget this. Releasing inner harshness, perfectionism, or shame. Treat yourself like you would treat a beloved student or friend. Avoiding overwork or self-neglect in the name of service. Soul-aligned service doesn't drain you, it sustains you. Forgiving yourself quickly when you fall short. Learn, adjust, and move forward with grace. Harmlessness in action and lifestyle. How we live reflects our deeper commitments. Consuming with awareness, food, media, and resources. Is this choice aligned with unity and sustainability? Choosing livelihood or service that uplifts others, or at least does no harm. Not just making money, but making meaning. Respond to injustice with wisdom-based action, not emotional reactivity. Harmlessness doesn't mean passivity, it means right action. Daily practices for harmlessness. Morning reflection. Ask, how can I embody love wisdom today? Inner check-in. Pause 3 times per day. Am I aligned in thought, speech, and feeling? Harmlessness mantra. Let my words and actions bring only healing and light. Night review. Reflect. Where did I act with soul? Where can I refine tomorrow? Final insight. Harmlessness is not weakness, it is mastery. It requires profound inner strength to remain aligned with love and wisdom in the face of fear, injustice, or ego pressure. It is an act of soul alignment, not just ethics. For those walking the Ray 2 path, it becomes both the method and the result of the soul's embodiment on earth. Well, hope you enjoyed this lesson on harmlessness. God bless all beings.